I swear to God, Laura is just trying to give me a fucking heart attack, dude. 5 years old. Sophie's a beginner rider. Sophie's a beginner rider. Laura! Hey, bitch. Welcome back to another video. Oh, I smell the lawsuit coming.
Sam is pursuing legal action. I'm not going to go too far into that.
This has been the long-awaited day-by-day video that you guys have been wanting ever since I made my first video on day-by-day back in February. Everyone has been wanting me to do an update on basically what happened, what's been changing in their life, and I felt like it was only fair that since I made my first couple videos on day by day that I go back over what they've been doing to make changes. Okay. I mean, I don't like ending things on a negative note, especially with other people in the equestrian community, although they never once reached out and apologized to me for how they handled my advice and criticism. I mean, clearly I was right, and everything I said to them, I was right in saying it because they ended up getting rid of their horse, realizing it was lame and way too small. Oh, and they did threaten to sue me, so I'm sure that they're probably gonna threaten to sue me again. I just think it's kind of funny that people who are on YouTube would threaten to sue someone else on YouTube as if they don't understand the laws surrounding free speech and fair use.
Sam is pursuing legal action.
I don't dislike the family. That's something I wanted to say, is that I do not dislike this family. I think that they mean well. To be honest, do I think they should have a YouTube channel? Not really. I just feel like family vlog channels, this isn't even related to horses. I feel that family vlog channels are just really exploitative, and I just don't really think that they should be on YouTube. It's just very strange to me. But you guys, before we get into this video, I wanted to say, first of all, a massive thank you to Link Equestrian for sponsoring this video. If you guys are interested, we have so many designs that are out and available now, as well as those Hey Bitch slides, which have been selling out left and right, girl. Also, the biggest news, I am giving away my 17-inch Schlese dressage saddle. It's $1 to enter the raffle giveaway, and you can enter anywhere in the world. It's worldwide shipping, so if you guys would like to enter the giveaway to win my dressage saddle, it has an adjustable tree. You guys can click the first link in the description down below to enter to win, but let's get to it. Jesus, you know, they upload so many videos. It's so hard to choose a video to watch and react to. So they got rid of Fenn. Congratulations, very happy for Fenn. I'm happy that he's gone to a new home. Did they buy a new horse? I don't know. Let's watch. Let's all about the new horse. Meet my new horse. Why do they have so many new horse videos? You know, here's the thing. I don't like how all of their titles are so clickbaity. Every single title is like, you won't believe what we bought. I'm sure I will, Laura. You won't believe who Gabby is riding. Well, it looks like a horse, so.
Hey guys, welcome to
Jesus, their freaking intro is like a minute long.
What is the first thing that attracted you to this horse?
How sweet he is.
How sweet he is. So the first thing that attracted me to this horse is that was his personality. It was totally his personality, and it wasn't the sweetness, it's the storm-like mentality that he has. He's calm, relaxed, and slow. All right, Sophie, what are your goals on this horse?
I want to do jumpers, and he can definitely take me there.
Will you do some hunter shows as well?
Yeah, he can also do hunters.
My goals for her and this horse, which I know some of you guys won't understand, is for them to just have a journey together. Like, to me, it doesn't matter what discipline they do.
Okay, I don't know if this person is just a hater, but this comment has an awful lot of likes, and it's the very first comment on their video. Is Sophia in love with this horse or just in love with the idea of owning a horse. She hasn't been interested enough to learn the basics in riding or willing to do anything to improve her body to become a better rider, just saying. That's what they said about Finn when they got him. It didn't turn out as planned. In the horse world, the blind leading the blind can turn out very painful, physically and emotionally so. I do wish Sophie good luck. Seems like she never gets the right horse for her level. Oh my god, that's so true. I really wish that you guys would value your audience more, because Day by Day actually has a lot of people in their audience, in their comment section, that actually are pretty knowledgeable horse people that are trying to help them and give them advice. I'm surprised that these comments are still up, because they tend to delete the majority of their negative comments and consider everything to be hate. I mean, these are pretty wise comments. They're not even hate comments. These people are genuinely just looking out for Sophie, and it's so true that so many riders get way ahead of themselves. You should never mix green with green. You should have a good balance. Let's keep watching, because I don't know, maybe they're wrong.
My priority, and I think Sophie's priority, is love, a relationship, and doing fun things together and enjoying each other. We're not so super serious in the show end of things, Gabby nor Sophie. We do it for fun. If it stops becoming fun, or if the horse or Sophie don't enjoy it anymore, then we'll discuss that if it happens.
I think that's great. You know, I like the idea of Laura getting her kids horses that they're going to keep no matter what, as long as they're a good size and a good fit. I think that's great. I mean, I'm not a show person. I don't show, and I certainly don't have my horses for show purposes. I mean, Link is 12 years old, and I retired him because he doesn't even want to be ridden because he's just lazy, so. But Laura, girl, why all your videos be like an interrogation?
How big, how old, and what's your favorite thing about it?
I feel like I'm watching an interrogation of her daughter right now. This is weird.
How tall is he?
He's 17-1.
17-1. So how old is he?
He's really young.
He's young, and that's another weird thing, is that we did not actually want a horse like this for Sophie. We had actually something completely different in mind, and if he doesn't pass the vet check, then that could still come to pass, right? Like, he's just so calm and has such a level-headed brain, and I think that is what really made us think that he is a good horse for Sophie. He's so young though. He's 5 years old. He has been, he raced just last year, and he actually won.
Laura! Are you kidding me, Laura?
He's so young
They ask
though.
you how
He's
you are,
5
you
years
just have to say
old.
that you're
He
fine.
has
You're
been,
not really
he
fine. You
raced
just can't
just
get
last
into it
year.
I swear to God, Laura is just trying to give me a fucking heart attack, dude. 5 years old. Sophie's a beginner rider. Sophie's a beginner rider. Laura!
There are obviously concerns because he's so young. Are you concerned because he's so young?
No.
What? Dude, I swear. It's like every time you try to give this family advice, like, right over their head. Right over. I like you guys. I do. I want the best for you. I want you guys to make the right choices. That's why I make my videos about you. No! No, it's fine that she still needs training and lessons. What's not okay is getting her horses that are way too advanced for her. You're setting your daughter back. She's not going to be able to grow as quickly as other riders. There's a reason why responsible lesson instructors put experienced horses with inexperienced riders, or vice versa. And it's because that combination is what works the best, especially when you have an experienced horse that can actually teach the rider. Riders can grow with them until they get to that level of expertise as the horse has.
Like, literally, he has the best personality, time and time again. So we've had him for a couple of weeks now, and she's ridden him so many times, with a trainer, without a trainer, and has just been loving him and building confidence on him.
What, Laura? I mean, someone who is capable of riding a brand new, fresh off the track 5-year-old thoroughbred is probably going to be somebody who's at minimum an intermediate rider to experienced rider. There's no way that I would put someone at Sophie's experience level on a horse that is essentially green. I feel like they're just asking for their daughter to get hurt. I wish that Sophie was my kid. Because imagine how horrible Sophie probably feels. Put yourself in her shoes for a minute. She probably feels like she's constantly stuck. You know, she's constantly not moving forward as a rider because she's struggling with these horses that they're putting her on. Sophie needs a horse that is at her level, a horse that is really, really experienced and can teach her, a horse that she can actually learn from. And I just feel so bad for her that this is probably why Sophie's not interested that much in riding horses. It's because she probably is struggling. I mean, imagine if you were trying to learn balance and your parents were putting you on a green horse.
Sophie, introduce this beautiful new horse.
So this beautiful new horse is my baby now.
He is called
Chance.
and we decided after careful...
At least they did a vet check. I will say that. Good for you. I'm happy for you that you did a vet check. That's bare minimum what a responsible horse owner should do, and a lot of people don't even do that. So even if you have the chillest horse in the world, if that horse needs so much training because he's so fresh and he's so new and he's right off the track, it doesn't matter if he's the chillest horse ever. You can't be putting a beginner rider on a horse that needs guidance. You need to be putting an experienced rider that can teach the horse, that can show the horse, that can progress the horse forward, because horses need to develop muscles. They need to develop a good mentality. All of that is taught through advanced riders that are able to work with these horses and get them collected and get them building muscle and get them rounded out and get them stepping under themselves and get them balanced. There's a reason why you don't mix green with green. Like that one comment said, it's the blind leading the blind, and you're just asking for either your horse to get hurt or your daughter to get hurt, bro. Come on. I like you guys. Stop doing this.
Deliberation with all the people involved that we're going to do a short-term lease on him before we buy. So he is going to be her horse. We're going to buy him. He was drugged because we had his teeth done.
Yeah.
And
So that's why he looks like this.
yeah, that's why he looks like that. So we are going to do short-term lease before we buy him. We've been, like I said, we've been riding him for a couple of weeks.
So we basically already been doing the lease without leasing.
Yeah, we've already been basically doing a lease. So we did decide on a lease for a few months.
Oh, Jesus. At least they're doing a lease. I hope that that lease has not ended at this point. Laura, I love you. You know what? If you want me to be super sweet and nice for you to listen to me, I don't want to see your kids get hurt, Laura. That's why I'm making these videos. I like you guys. I don't want your kids to get hurt, okay? I know that you guys are trying your best. I know that you guys don't know that much about horses. I'm trying to help you, okay, Laura?
He does need a little bit of weight and he does need a little bit of muscle.
Girl, again, what kind of a lesson instructor do you guys have if he's encouraging your beginner rider daughter to get a horse like this? Girl, come on. God, this is just like, oh my God, this is such a disaster. I hope the best. I hope that this ends up okay. But if your lease is not up yet, please don't buy this horse, dude. Spend a little bit more time. Finding the right horse takes years. Some riders look for horses that are the best fit for them for like 1 or 2 years before they find one. Don't rush into getting Sophie a horse. Lease a horse until then. Because trust me, a 5-year-old fresh off the track thoroughbred is literally a recipe for disaster. Even if he's sweet and calm and gentle, there's still so much room there for your daughter to be seriously injured. Why do you think When I was 15, I got too ahead of myself with my training and I ended up with a shattered ankle and a broken leg. I make these videos because I don't want other people to go through the same stuff that I did. Learn from your mistakes and help others. I don't want that to happen to your kids, and it will happen. This happens to every single rider that gets too ahead of themselves. Why do you think so many riders end up in the hospital? I had a friend who almost died. She literally broke her spinal cord when we were teenagers because her parents bought her an off-the-track thoroughbred that she wasn't capable of handling and was way too advanced for her. We took her horse out to a cross-country course and he threw her in front of a solid jump and she literally broke her back. So what I'm saying is, this is a serious sport. Even if you're just riding casually in an arena, it's serious. Your kids could become seriously injured just by falling off. That 6-foot drop to the ground could do a significant amount of damage. It did for me. You want to minimize the risks for your kids as much as possible. I wish you guys the best. I can't watch this. It's giving me anxiety. And I've seen a lot of other videos that people have been tagging me in where it seems like this horse has some, weight gain issues, maybe some issues with his musculoskeletal system. He needs more balance. That's to be expected with an off-the-track thoroughbred. Again, that's exactly why this horse needs an experienced rider, is so that way that rider can get him balanced, can get him building muscle. They can really turn him into a very, very nice horse for, 5 years down the road. Maybe kids could start riding. So what I'm saying is, I wish you guys the best. I really do. But stop getting ahead of yourselves. I want your kids to be in the equestrian world for years and years and possibly their entire lives. And that's not going to happen if they have some serious injuries. The person who I kind of blame the most in this situation is their lesson instructor, who's obviously encouraging this because this is his horse that he's leasing to them to buy. And also he was the one who was allowing them to ride a horse that was clearly lame, that Sophie was clearly too big for. The saddle didn't even fit her. So honestly, I really like you guys. I hope the best for you, but maybe you should rethink your situation, okay? Because this is, dude, this is irresponsible. One of your kids is going to get hurt. I wish you the best. I really do. I hope that you and your kids find a horse that's really great and that Sophie really does well with. Maybe that's not this horse. Maybe it is. We'll have to see. That's the update. Okay, guys, thank you so much for watching this. I'm gonna go die in a corner now, and I love you. Make sure to enter that $1 raffle giveaway for my dressage saddle. Don't go send this family any hate, honestly. I think that they're trying their best. I feel like they are trying their best. Unfortunately, I think they're surrounded by a lot of bad horse people that are giving them bad advice, and that's just kind of how I feel. Their lesson instructors and the people at their barn giving them advice just suck. You know what I mean?